Gadwal Sarees is one of the star handloom weaves of India. But how do we recognize Gadwal Sarees? Do Gadwal Sarees have any particular borders? Gadwal Sarees are made in North India or South India? Is it a modern weave or an ancient weave? And what's with the roles that Gadwal Sarees come in? I'm going to tell you everything about Gadwal Sarees in this short video. Make sure you watch till the end. Hello everyone, welcome to Pratha. This is Kavita Koparkar. So Gadwal Sarees are originated from South India. Do not confuse between the Gadwal regiment of army, which is in Uttarakhand, and Gadwal's region, which is in Telangana. So Gadwal district, where these sarees are woven, lies in Telangana. It is actually on the banks of the rivers Tungabhadra and Krishna. It's a beautiful place, and the weaving history of these sarees goes back to 200 years. You know what? It is actually believed that the Maharaja in Telangana, in Gadwal, had actually sent generations of weavers to Varanasi to learn the technique of brocading in handloom. However, there is no influence of Varanasi or Banarasi weaving in these sarees. You will see all South Indian inspired motifs, South Indian inspired designs. There is no influence of Banarasi designs. However, the training comes from Varanasi. So traditionally, Gadwal weaves were woven in cotton and silk. Pure cotton Gadwals are the oldest versions of Gadwal sarees. Then came silk cotton, where the body was cotton and the borders and the pallu was woven in silk. The word siko, which is a blend of silk and cotton, comes from these Gadwal sarees. So here 50% of the saree was made in cotton and 50% was in silk. There was no blend of fabric. However, the borders were in silk, the pallu was in silk, and the entire body was in cotton. So silk cotton Gadwals have been a very old and richly woven variety of Gadwal sarees. Pure silk Gadwals is comparatively the newest version of Gadwal sarees, and which is one of the most popular varieties in sarees for Indian weddings. An identity of Gadwal sarees is that it come in rolls. Traditionally, weavers have this practice of rolling these sarees instead of folding them when they are ready at the looms. This has now become a nice feature to identify an authentic Gadwal saree. When you open the roll of a Gadwal saree, it also gives a nice surprise because the outside of the roll gives you the color of the pallu, and when you actually open it, you get to know the real combination and the body color of the saree. Is there any specific border type for Gadwals? The answer would be no. However, the most predominant style of borders in Gadwal sarees are Kadiyal borders. Kadiyal, which is also called as Kuttu Koma and also called as Korvai, this basically means that there is no mixing of threads in the border and the body of the saree. The border is woven separately, the body of the saree is woven separately, and you will see an interlocking in the weaving where the border and the body of the saree are joined. Kuttu Koma or Tazampu Reku, which is actually temple borders, also is an identity of Gadwal sarees. I would say Kadiyal borders have been introduced in Gadwal and Kanjivaram weaves, which were originated in South India. It was actually inspired by nature. So this triangular border design that you see is inspired from grass heads or small flower buds, because flowers and grass and leaves have been a very integral part of Indian culture, and most of the designs, motifs are inspired by nature, by flowers and trees and plants. So the Kuttu Koma borders that you see here, or the Tazampu Reku or the temple borders that we see, are inspired by nothing other than grass or flower buds. And today temple borders are a part of many handloom sarees. Apart from the temple borders, we get many other varieties of borders in Gadwals. So these borders, which have floral designs all over it, floral zari designs, these are also called as turning borders by weavers. So these are again very old and authentic Gadwal borders. You also get to see meenakari on these borders. I will just show them right away. By meenakari, we mean that there is a use of colored silk thread along with the zari that is woven on the borders. So along with zari weaving, you will see colored silk threads, which is called meenakari. So use of color, which is meenakari, will be seen in the borders of many Gadwals. The newest variety of borders in Gadwal sarees is this beautiful butta border, wherein you will see distant motifs placed on the border. This is something new and modern in Gadwal sarees. Apart from these main varieties of borders in Gadwals traditionally have broader borders, more elaborate designs, and hence they look more festive. In fact, the interesting fact is, Tirupati Brahmotsav starts with the draping of a Gadwal saree for Lord Venkateshwara. The body of Gadwals also comes in a variety of designs. You will see different shapes of butta on the saree which come in golden zari, silver zari, or also sometimes in golden and silver zari. You will also get to see brocade designs, which is all over zari work on Gadwals. You will also get to see checkered Gadwals which show silk checks or zari checks. Hence, Gadwal does not have a particular type or a peculiar design. Gadwal sarees are identified with beautiful elaborate designs in silk and zari. Gadwal weaving over the years has become so massive, so many handlooms and so many weavers and generations of weavers are employed for the weaving of these sarees that they also cater to outsourcing of other saree types. Interestingly, Paithani sarees are also woven in Gadwal district. Paithani, which belongs to Maharashtra, but Yeola alone cannot provide to this huge demand of Paithani sarees, and hence they are outsourced to the handlooms of Gadwal. And that is the reason you will see a lot of congruence in the designs of Paithani and Gadwal these days. You will see Paithani borders woven on Gadwal sarees, you will see Paithani buttas on Gadwals, you will see Gadwal pallu on Paithani sarees, you will see brocade Paithani design but with a pallu of Gadwal. So there is a lot of fusion of Gadwal and Paithani, and these sarees are called Paithani Gadwals or Gadwal Paithanis, and that is the reason, because most of the Paithanis which cannot be provided from Yeola alone are made in Gadwal district. So this was some information about Gadwal sarees which you might not find when you actually Google Gadwal sarees. I hope this was helpful. I will come up with lots of more trivia and interesting knowledge about handloom sarees. Stay tuned, keep watching, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel.